What's up, guys? Bear Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey. Today we're going to be talking about the challenge missions of the Heroic Gauntlet. Now, it seems like there's two heroes that make this extremely easy. One of them is going to be Smokey and Mirky, and the other one is going to be Talene. And Talene, honestly, is one of the easiest ones to get every one of these teams done with. The other combo is making sure you have two healers on your team to support that, which is usually Smokey and Mirky and Mikla. I have one of these left to go because, of course, I didn't do all of them just yet. But using the following heroes, I feel like this is kind of one of the more difficult ones. Granted, it might be one very easy for you if you've been building teams for your battle drills and stuff and you want to go for Parisa. Those can be good, but I will say, without a doubt, throwing in a Thorin on this team is usually very, very good. And like I said, throwing in a Smokey and Mirky almost every single time gets you the victory here. So it's really, really nice the way this works out. Been using the Blade Summon spell as well. Again, Talene is going to be the bread and butter here. If you have Talene, two healers, and a Thorin, you will clear every one of these combinations. Heck, you can even drop Mikla off the squad and probably still have the same effect here. But this type of team, the core of Thorin and Smokey and Mirky, I think are by far the most important of the two. I want to see what the damage looks like here from Parisa. And of course, it has Lorson too, which is one of the newer heroes that was kind of a pass hero. Like, he didn't really do anything that somebody else didn't do, but you can see here, having two of these healers active really keeps this going. And the big burst of damage is going to come from the third ultimate of Smokey and Mirky that is about to happen right here and completely murk the enemy team with the aroma. Although, is he hitting both of them? Is. So you see there, the front target is definitely going down. Honestly though, the fact that they call this, like, they want you to use AoE heroes, I mean, I guess that does assist quite a bit in certain situations. I'm not a fan of Lorson. I think this one's probably one of the harder ones just because you're forced to use both Parisa and Lorson. But you can see here, you got to kill them very close together. So if they are not grouped up and they're not getting the damage out, that's where the hardest part about this is going to come from. So getting them to both die within a certain amount of time is very important. So AoE is important to an extent. If you have heroes targeting different targets as single target, then that's also fine. But again, this combo is really, really difficult. I almost feel like you need another AoE damage dealer mixed in, and I don't think that is Mikla. The problem is, if you don't have a Mikla, this is where this one gets extremely, extremely tricky. You can use some other traditional heroes that are pretty good, like Arden. In this situation here, where this team is doing a lot of damage to the front line, you can go with someone that is used in a lot of boss modes, Bonnie, that can help out in this situation as well. So Bonnie is going to be hitting that back target there, and it kind of evens out the damage a bit. So even though you're not going crazy on the amount of AoE necessarily you're doing, the fact that you're hitting both of them with two different targets, so Priest is more or less hitting the front target and Bonnie is hitting the back target, you can see their health is going down at a much closer rate. You're just gonna have a harder time if you don't have a hero like Talene that can hit everybody on the battlefield constantly, because you can see right here, the back target from Bonnie is going down quickly. Now granted, we're gonna have some damage equalization with the Smokey and Mirky ultimate, which is why I don't want to push him too far. Let's see how close this is. If this might be a combo that actually ends up working, if we can kill this front target fast enough, which I don't know. Oh, it's just too slow. And this is where the struggle comes in right here, because if you don't kill them together, you're just going to be ping-ponging back and forth, going to the other target, the other one's going to revive, and you're going to run into a lot of issues. So it really comes down to what your power level is with, like, your Parisa. Lorson, honestly, Lorson, not a big fan of. Like I said though, I think that is the most difficult one out of all of them. I think the other ones are much easier because one of them you automatically have Bonnie on it, which is an easier way that you can figure out another hero to use. You use like a Smokey, an Odie on the front line that can do a lot of damage. You have another one where you're kind of splitting the damage. Talene is a must. You can use another one that has, you can see Bonnie as well as Tassie. So there's a lot of different team combos that you can do. Again, I mean, the easiest one, like literally, I think the go-to best team to actually do this no matter what looks a lot like this. Get the Smokey and Mirky in here, and then also throw in whatever other support hero you need. So Bonnie is the other one that they've been talking about. You can do something like this. And you can do something like this. Maybe even Star Shard spell or something is a good look in this situation. But having 2 healers with Talene, I mean, it just makes it cake. Even if your Talene isn't super powerful, she's probably the pick here in almost every single situation. See how much damage Talene does compared to some of these other heroes like Parisa, like Lorson. The issue is using Talene on that first team with Parisa is going to be an issue. And you see here, even the timing of this, it definitely falls off of when you're killing the target. So making sure they are dying at the same time is the most important thing, and Talene is going to be the way to go. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what teams worked out for you. Again, I've had another account I use a lower tier Talene, and it worked really, really well. So let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time.